So, I look like shit, I know, but I feel like shit right now too, so chances of me caring are not likely. Today's been a mess. Trying to hold it together, really. I have been all day. Stopped taking all of my medicines last week. So, I have nothing going into my system trying to make me happy or anything. And it was going okay for a while. And then it got to today and it's just like a wreck. Like, I just completely collided with the wall. I can't. A lot of it's because I haven't been getting very much sleep too. I'm very irritable right now. I'm very emotional. Today at work just sucked. Like, the first thing that happened was I was supposed to be at work at 8. Well, thanks to my dog keeping me up until, 4:30 in the morning, I didn't wake up till 7:30. And my clothes were in the washer, so I had to put them in the dryer. So clearly, they weren't going to be done on time. So I texted my boss and I was like, look, I'm going to be a little late because I have to throw my clothes in the dryer. And he was like, that's fine. It saves labor anyway. He was like, it's been really slow today, so we don't really need you here. So I show up to work at about 8:30. Abby! Sorry, my dog looks like she's gonna piss. Abby, come here! Come here. This is my puppy, though. You say hi? Ew, you burped in my face. You burped in my face. Yes, you did. She is half Siberian Husky and half Lab. I'm assuming yellow Lab because she has some yellow fur coming in. She's 2 months old and a pain in the ass. But, I don't remember where I was and stuff. Oh, so I got there at like around 8:30, I think. And, first thing that happens is it's me, Skylar, and Russell. Russell's the general manager. Skylar's the cook. And Russell's just sitting in the office, so I'm doing front line, I'm taking drive-thru, I'm handing orders out, and I'm just like, So I'm taking a drive-thru order, and somebody comes in front line, and I was like, I'll be with you in just a minute, Finish taking drive-thru, go over and take his order, and then I go hand the drinks through drive-thru out, and Russell comes out to help hand out orders because I get another drive-thru order, and another guy had come in front line, and he ordered, I think, biscuits and gravy and a small hash brown, and the guy before him, the order that I had taken, was, I think, a breakfast bowl and a medium hash brown, something like medium hash brown, but Russell's handing out orders, he hands out drive-thru, and then he starts to make... Abby, stop it. He starts to make the first order, and then he doesn't think there's enough hash browns for medium, so he makes the small hash brown and hands out the second order first. And so the first guy is already looking really irritated, and I'm just like, uh-oh. And Russell puts the rest of the hash browns into the medium, and it almost makes a whole medium. So had he not given out the small, he would have had enough for that order. Well, so this guy's just like, fuck it. He was like, I don't have enough time to wait for you to make more hash browns. He's like, just give me what you have and I'll fucking leave. And so Russell doesn't even say anything to the guy, and he just hands him his order, and he's like, have a nice day. And the guy's like, what the fuck? He just looks at me and he was like, does it always take you guys this long to get breakfast ready? And I was like, not normally. And like, I didn't know what to say. What do you say to that? Like, I'm sorry. I was sorry. I felt really bad for the guy. Russell was a complete moron. But don't even think about it. That is recurring. Hey, Abby. Don't think about it. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'll hold her until I take her out. But, so I'm sitting there talking to the guy, and I'm like, it doesn't normally take us that long. I'm sorry that it did. And Russell's just sitting there kind of chuckling. And, psycho doggy. And, so the guy looks at Russell and he's like, this is fucking ridiculous. He's like, who's the general manager here? And he was talking to me at that point, and I was like, pointing at Russell, and I was like, he is. And he's like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And this guy just turns to Russell and he starts cussing him out. And Russell just looks at him, and the guy was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave. I'm never coming back here. And Russell was just like, okay, have a nice day. And I just kind of looked at him like, really? And this guy goes off. And he's like, your general manager, we'll see about that shit tomorrow. And Russell was just like, fine, bye, have a nice day. And I just looked at him, and I shook my head, and this guy just storms out of there. I mean, the guy was really, really nice to me. I mean, had Russell not been a sarcastic asshole, and had Russell maybe apologized, it wouldn't have been like that. The guy probably would have calmed down. But, hi. Thank you. I know. You're trying to make Mama feel better. Thank you. But he didn't, and so the guy was really pissed off. So Russell and I got into it after that. I was like, you could have been a little nicer. I was like, the guy was obviously mad. I was like, I would have been a little mad too. You could have handed his order out first. I was like, I understand that you thought you didn't have enough. You could have at least apologized and been like, I am so sorry. I was like, you did not have to be a sarcastic ass. And so we got into it for a little while, and then Brooke shows up at about 10:30, and she was supposed to get there at 10. So it was just me and Russell. And so Brooke finally shows up, and she's in a bad mood. And I'm just like, great. We're both in a terrible mood. This is not going to be a good day. And the whole day, Amber comes in at like 11. She was supposed to be there at 9. Stop it. You're not getting down until we go out. And you know what? I will finish this in a minute. I'm going to take my puppy outside.